is another example of a carving, but this carving has a very specific characteristic which makes it a relief sculpture. Relief sculptures are images that have been carved into stone or some other material, yet they're still attached to a background. So you'll notice that these figures cannot be viewed from the back. They're to be viewed from the front. And this particular sculpture here is the capital of a pilaster, and a pilaster pretty much is a flat column that in itself is a relief sculpture because this column is not freestanding, it's actually attached to the wall. In medieval times, many people were illiterate, and it was important for the Catholic Church to get their narratives across to the masses. One of the key ways they did this was through art, especially art within the churches and cathedrals. This particular story is from the book of Acts in the New Testament, and it's about the fall of Simon the magician. And the story is that Simon was a very arrogant man who taunted Peter and Paul, and we know Peter is holding the key, that's his symbol. And Simon taunted these two apostles, saying, well, look at me, I can fly, I have great powers, and I am better than you. So Peter and Paul prayed to God, and God ensured that Simon took off and was in the air, but was unsuccessful and immediately started to fall. In this particular moment, the artist is showing us how Simon is about to hit the ground. You can see his eyes just about popping out of his head in fear. To the right, we have a demon that is gleefully waiting for that moment of death so that he can take Simon's soul into the depths of hell. Here's another example of a relief sculpture. Now, the woman that we see in the front is partially relief, but the top part of her, I believe, is three-dimensional. It looks like you can actually walk around her. But if you look at the ships behind, they're definitely in relief. You can see that they're attached to the background upon which they were carved. So the ships are relief sculptures. The top part of the woman is in the round, and in the round means that it can be viewed from all sides. You can see here in this example of Michelangelo's David that if you were to go behind David, you would see a fully formed, the buttocks, the back of the head, everything well articulated, and so it's a three-dimensional, independently standing sculpture. Now, bronze casting is another way to make a sculpture, and so it's a casting technique, and we're going to watch a video that explains how casting is done. You'll notice that it's a very complex, multi-stepped process that is very expensive, labor intensive. You need a lot of equipment, you need a lot of space, and for large sculptures you actually can't make one sculpture in one go. You have to make parts of a sculpture and then sort of weld it together. Bronze casting has been favored by many artists because you can give the work a lovely shine, you can buff it, and unlike carving where if you make a mistake you're done for, you've ruined your original material, be it limestone or marble or some other stone, in bronze casting you do all your delicate work in clay, so you can get your work complete in clay form, and then it's just a matter of making a bronze cast of it, and so you have much less chance of wasting your time. But again, there are the pros and cons to it. So watch the following video. It's from the documentary How It's Made, and answer the questions on the sheet that I'm going to provide.